I've said this a lot, but I'm going to say it again because I've been away for a while. If a guy is not literally obsessed with you, we don't fuck with him. Bottom line. I've said this a lot, but I'm going to say it again because I've been away for a while. If a guy is not literally obsessed with you, we don't fuck with him. Bottom line.
What a woman says that she wants versus what she actually responds to are two completely, totally different things. And I'll break it down. Ladies, if you're actually watching this video and you take her advice and you think, well, I want my current boyfriend to be obsessed with me. I want my next guy to go crazy for me. I want my husband to lose his mind and just be so smitten and in love with me. Let me tell you something. You call those guys creeps. You know how I know? Because there are tons of guys, dozens of men in your inbox right now on whatever social media platform who are quadruple, double, triple texting you. There are guys everywhere that's telling you, good morning, hey, can I take you out? And they're always messaging you and they're always trying to call you and get in contact with you. They're obsessed with you, right? But you call those guys creeps. Ew, I don't like that guy. And guess who you go for? You go for the guy who's obsessed with himself. Because the reason why you want a guy who's obsessed with himself is because you're going to be obsessed with his purpose. And he's able to build. He's able to create. He's able to grind. And that's what actually makes a woman fall in love with the guy. Women don't fall in love. Women don't want to really be with guys who are obsessed with them because they're only obsessed with them because of a woman's image. And if you go back and look at the clip, she has at least 5 to 10 pounds of makeup on. So if you're obsessed with a woman, you're obsessed with something that's fake because most women don't have substance. They don't have a real purpose in life. A woman's purpose is to serve and please, is to be next to her man, her husband, her boyfriend, her significant other. This is where she gets the most fulfillment from. This is when she's truly happy, when she's doing things for her man and alongside her man. That's because men don't just really treat women and take advantage of them. See, when you're obsessed with a woman, as a man, a woman is always gonna most likely take advantage of you. And she's going to just treat you poorly. She's going to just manipulate you. She's going to do all these different things. This is why I told you guys in a previous video. It's much better for a man to like a woman and a woman to be in love with the man. Because when a man just likes a woman, is not really crazy in love with her, he's able to think logically. He's able to really just act on logic at all times. But when you become crazy, obsessed with a woman, you'll do a lot of silly things. You'll look back and say, man, why did I do that? I shouldn't have did that. And on top of that, most guys can't control themselves when they're obsessed and then so in love with the woman. They usually do physical harm to somebody else or her or probably themselves, right? This is why you got to be careful if you're taking advice from these female dating coaches and gurus. They don't know what they're talking about. Because to be obsessed with a woman or another female, what you're basically saying is you as a man have no identity. So if you want a woman to always come back to you and to be obsessed with you, because that's how it actually should be, because she's going to be obsessed with your purpose, your grind, your mission, the things you have going on in your life. If you want her to always just continue to come back, focus on yourself. And this is a question most guys always have for me. And they say, man, women always lose interest in me. Why is that? We start dating, we start hanging out, having a good time. And then, and then they say, I give her more time. We hanging out more and more. That's the thing. You become gradually, slowly but surely obsessed with her. And over time, you give her too much of yourself. Then you know what she does? She says, this is not going to work out. And she loses interest and she's on to the next guy, a guy who's not going to give her all of his time, a guy who's not going to be obsessed with her. See, this is how women operate, guys. Don't let them tell you that, oh, you don't talk to me enough. Why don't we hang out enough? I really want to see you again and again. Because as soon as you give in to her demands and you become obsessed with her and you do all these different things, she's going to take you for granted. And eventually she's going to just get rid of you because you're going to be boring. When you're obsessed with the woman, you're giving her all your power, and women are not good at managing people as far as power and all those different things. Men, on the other hand, we're able to lead and direct. This is why when a woman's obsessed with you and she's always wanting to do things, she's always trying to come see you and all stuff like that, what happens to the relationship? It usually blossoms. It usually really works out. Matter of fact, every great relationship I've had, the woman was actually really obsessed with me, right? But the worst relationships that I've had was I was really just trying to see the woman and simping and borderline obsessed and just really thinking about her all the time. And then she just eventually treated me like trash and ghosted me. She was like, oh, it's not going to work out. And I need space, right? So we all heard that space word, right? That's because you become obsessed with her. And women don't like clingy, needy guys. They can't stand those guys. Matter of fact, that's pet peeve number one. Never be needy and clingy and obsessed with a woman. Because once you do, she's going to look at you like, dude, this is too much. And then you're going to start doing crazy things. You're going to start just, acting out of the norm. You're not going to be yourself. You ain't going to be able to sleep. You ain't going to be able to eat. And ultimately, you won't be able to focus on what? Your purpose, your mission, what you have going on in life. What's way more important than any woman. Guys, women don't want to be the number one thing, focal point of your life. They don't want to be the obsession. They want you to be obsessed with what you're going for in life. And then they just want to ride your coattails. They want to be a part of your mission. They want to serve, please you. They want to support you. Never have a woman just say, well, if you don't do all these different things, then I don't want you. Right. So here's the thing. If you start becoming obsessed with her, if you start doing all these different things for her and making her comfortable and trying to make her happy, guess what she's going to do? She's going to get rid of you anyway. And you know who she's going to go be with? They always go be with a guy who doesn't really care about her. Always happens. That's because when you're obsessed with a woman, you pedestalize her by default. She's up here and she's looking down on you down here. And we all know women don't want to be with guys like that. They don't desire men like that. They actually want to be with guys and they get wet for guys. And they really want to have sex with guys who aren't obsessed with them, who don't really care about them. It's not they don't like the girls and don't really like being with them. It's the fact that they put themselves, their purpose number one. How are you going to focus on your business? How are you going to focus on the bigger picture, building, right? School. If you're focused and obsessed with a particular woman. And on top of that, the reason why that's a sick sort of mindset to have is because you have tunnel vision for a woman. You put all your eggs in one basket. While that female that's saying, oh, I want you obsessed with me, she's talking to a whole bunch of different guys. This is how women operate. This is how they think. So guys, if you really want a woman to just continue to come back around, all you have to do is, number one, be yourself. Don't be obsessed with her. Don't be needy. Focus on the things that matter in your life. And that's your purpose, your mission, your goals. Because guess what? That will never leave you. When you're obsessed with things that you can build and you can grow and that can turn into different streams of income and investments, what's going to happen is you're going to have a life that's plentiful. And guess what? The women are going to want to be a part of your life because you're obsessed with yourself. Women absolutely love selfish men who love themselves first because that's who women would just want to be with. They just can't help it. But the guy who's a creep, which are millions of dudes in women's inbox, wanting to take them out, take them to the amusement park, take them to the comedy show. Let me take you on a trip. You know what they do to those guys? They might accept their offer, but then they're going to have sex with a guy who's not doing any of that for them, who's not obsessed with them, who's not always calling and texting and trying to figure out, hey, when can I see you? Hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, how's your day? They don't want to be with guys like that. They want to be with guys who hang out, have sex, have a good time, and keep it moving. And then those women can obsess and wonder about those guys while the man is on his purpose and his mission and his journey. And then that woman will hit him up, call him, text him, say, hey, when can I see you again? That's how the interactions are supposed to be with women. That's how it's supposed to be. Every situation, she's supposed to be hitting you up, wondering, when can she see you? What can she do to please you? How can she be a better girlfriend, a better wife, a better significant other? That's how it's supposed to be.